Hello, I'm going to explain how FMOD works for interactive music. In this case, I will use music from my music packs. Here you see everything that comes with each music pack, and the document below tells us information about each track. In this case, what interests us is the family quest that BPM, which are 140. Later, we will use it. Let's open FMOD Studio and create a new project. With each music pack comes a stack of files. One of them is the main piece. Then the stems. Here the percussions. Or the guitars. Also above are all the individual instruments and alternative mixes. For this project, we will use only the stems. Then we import them here into the Assets tab on the FMOD. The event we will create is a 2D timeline event. In this case, it will be how to change music depending on the player's score through a level of a video game. Then I create audio tracks, as many as stems, and I'm dragging them along. Listen all the stems together. Let's organize the music. To make it easier for us, let's put the BPMs, which are 140, and so every 8 measures we will have a change of musical phrase. Let's add these markers that will depend on each fragment. The first marker will be from 0 to 30, and it will be the entire first half. So far, I will count to the first part. Then here I put the second marker, which in this case I will put from 31 to 50. And because I want this fragment not to have percussion, I remove it. This will be the next part of the song, so I put a new marker on it, which will be from 51 to 70. This will be the last part of the song, which is when the main theme comes back. I'll put it from 71 to 99 because 100 will be the end of the level. I'm going to make up an ending here using only the beginning of the next excerpt as the ending. Then I'll cut around here the first beat. And now let's create the loops. I go to Add Loop Region. And with that, what I'm indicating is that this fragment will loop with one condition that I will determine, which is the following. I'm leaving here. I'm going to create a parameter. I'll just have to do it the first time. And this parameter will be of the continuous type because I will go from 1 to 100. I'll call it points, and it will go from 0 to 100. So in this particular case of the region, which I want to loop, I just want it to loop while it's from 0 to 30. And in the next region, it will be 31 to 50. Then I do the same, I create the loop, I add the condition, it's already created, the points, you'll see it here, and put now, in this case, it will only be looping from 31 to 50. So here is a score control, which is the parameter that I will pass through the video game. It is looping this region. Then imagine that the player is scoring and this score is increasing. And the next session plays once you've passed the score. I'm going to create a new loop in the next region, which will be this one. Here we will do it differently. This region will only loop, and when it stops looping, it will jump to the next one. That there will be a fragment that is not a loop to make this region a little longer. Also, see different cases. And then we'll go to the end of the everything to do the last loop region. So, as you have seen, when the player reaches 100, it continues to play. And then, when it finishes playing, it stops looping and goes to the 100. What we are going to do is that this loop can be interrupted in any time. And we are going to do it with a transition region. What will it mean? That whenever it is in this region, and if the condition is met, it will go directly to the other. In this case, what I have to do is that I have to quantize it to a measure. And so it won't be something very abrupt, but we'll wait at least to finish a bar. We could elaborate more on this, but this way we already have a first idea. Let's see how the entire level will look from the beginning. The player goes up in score. Because the score has blown, the loop has not been repeated. Now let's imagine you are here working in the snippet upload and it doesn't get 3, so it repeats. So now this snippet will be repeated until the condition was greater than 71. What gives variety is that this fragment that is playing now will only play once. The loop is not looped in this fragment, and this also breaks the loop. And it goes straight to the final section. And then when it reaches 100, the loop does not have to finish playing. If you have questions or I cannot help you with anything, just let me know in the comments. Thank you, bye bye.